think that in big 2026 that, he likes me but is a real thing, good luck to you, love. You have a long way to go in this life. If you genuinely believe that I like you but it's actually like genuine, seriously, good luck to you.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
You see chopping on, man. All right. Like, what the fuck? Sometimes I really do be wondering. All right, let's do it. Smile. Not all football players are low lives. Sheesh. Who said that? What the hell is she talking about? What's the word?
Hey,
What's going on?
I guess I just got a question, and this is what my ex did, cause I'm just trying to know if it happened again with someone else, if it's wrong. But is asking to take you on a date and come over for the first date to your place, kind of like.
Wait, real fast. How old are you and how old is the person in question?
I am 23 and they are 24 at the time.
Okay, break it down.
But they asked to take me out on a date, but to come over.
Wait, what? They asked to take you out on a date to come over?
Yeah, because I'm just trying to think back and think wasn't he the... I'm trying to think who was toxic first. You know what I mean? Because I'm just trying to think about
that. Is it over?
Yeah. But if it happened again with somebody else, I need to know. You know what I mean?
If somebody asked you to come over as a date and you went for it, they automatically think you're stupid.
I didn't let him, but...
No, I'm just whether you let him or not. No, I'm not. Whether you let him or not, I mean, that's neither here because it's over now. What I'm saying is just on a serious note, if somebody literally, genuinely asks you to come over for the first time meeting, they think you're stupid.
Oh, really?
No, 100%.
Interesting, because I was already telling him that I like to cook, so he was try to be smooth with it, but it wasn't smooth. But he tried to. He was okay. I know you try. He's I know you like to cook, so I could just come over and we could cook together for the first date. And I was no. But I was I'm just trying to think who's the most who's toxic first, because
he was.
Yeah.
Now,
because he hurt me in that.
No, he was. Now what?
Now I'm just I'm still healing, even months aftermath, because it was just it was so quick with it, and I honestly, you could be blunt and you could hurt my feelings if you want. You could tell me I'm a bad person.
That's not the point. That's not the point. What I'm saying to you though, love, is you're reminiscing and you're trying to figure out something that happened months and months ago that's over now.
Yeah. I know you could tell me I'm bad.
That's not about me. I'm saying it only hurts you if it's already over. Now, what you can do, right, Maddie, is more so just look at, how you could possibly, just tighten up on your boundaries. That's all you can do. I mean, dating's a hit or miss for all of us. None of us, I keep telling people, none of us are above this shit. It's just more so you kind of reflect on your own actions of what you're allowing, and that way moving forward, you're tightening up on it. You know what not to do, essentially.
Yeah, because he kind of love bombed me and pulled away, and it created a bad reaction where when things ended.
What gifts did you receive from this love bombing?
Well, 3 weeks in, it was Valentine's Day, and we're supposed to be talking 3 weeks in and together, and he got me nothing for Valentine's Day, just absolutely nothing. And I asked him why, and he said he doesn't have much money.
It's not love bombing.
Isn't that bad? Is no Valentine's Day present?
I'm just saying that's not love bombing.
Oh, but the love bombing was him saying I'm a miracle at first. He's I want to marry you on the first date. Talking about kids on the first
date. That's word bombing, and again, he thinks you're stupid. Because if I'm telling somebody that I love them and I want to marry them off the first time really meeting them in real life, then first of all, something's wrong with me. Let's start there. Let's put that out there first. There's something wrong with me. And also, I also think there's something wrong with you.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, because, and I'm also just trying to ask, like, is a no Valentine's, like, also a toxic sign? Like, is that bad? Like, if that happened again
If
with
you've been
another
talking to
man.
somebody for 3 weeks on a serious note and they did nothing for you on Valentine's Day, they were automatically not serious, yes.
Yeah.
All right. That's it. Now I understand her though. I mean, she's learning, she's living and learning. I get it, but just be a little bit more careful, Maddie. All right.
Yeah, I'm still learning. I'm still
All
trying.
good.
It's room for growth.
It's all good. Take it easy. I appreciate you hopping on, Maddie.
Yeah.
Poor Maddie, man. I'm being real. The wrong nigga comes across to Maddie, it's over. Maddie's too soft. You know what I'm saying? The wrong nigga comes across to Maddie.
Hello.
Yo, what's the word?
What's the topic? I was kind of intrigued, but I just joined like 30 seconds ago.
You just joined a random live. You don't know what the topic is?
I was scrolling. It was 30 seconds, and she said she didn't get a Valentine's for Valentine's Day, and she was asking if you have to ask, you already know. But I do want to ask, how old are you before we start talking about relationships, though?
Why does that matter at this point?
Because I'm dating a guy who is 37, and I'm like, I don't want to join like a live. That's like a young topic kind of thing. I've outgrown certain stages, you know?
Fascinating. What's going on? Just break it down for me, man.
Can I ask your age first? Because I'd like to know like your life experience, like
42.
respectively. Okay, you're not 42. Anyways, so long story short, so pretty much I've had my fair share of like relationships, right? Like I myself am 25. I have no desire to climb the corporate like ladder or whatever as far as like having a career. Like I very much so believe in the importance of like two parents in a home and like stuff like that. It's just my personal values, like what I was raised around and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But long story short, I find myself like I am very hard like on men, you know, but it's because like I know my worth. I know I shouldn't just settle for one. Like I know that, whatever.
So why are you pitting yourself with a 37-year-old?
Because I've only dated like older. My mom knows how old he is.
I'm gonna get into that, but I'm just you're saying that you're serious about dating, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
You're intentional, but
Right.
you're 25 dating a 37-year-old. So
For sure.
we're gonna talk that later on. Go ahead.
Okay. I want to answer your question. I do want to touch on that because like if you're gonna ask me a question, let me answer it. So my best friend, she is 25 and she just had a baby with a guy who's like in his 40s. So I'm just saying that my life experience, I've been through more things. Like I've experienced more things. I've lived on my own. I'm well traveled. Wait, hold on. Let me finish. You asked me a question. What it has to do is I'm not like I graduated high school early, right? So I've traveled like.
Your best friend have to do with what you're doing?
My best friend has to do with it because can I answer? Like if I keep talking, you'll understand. Like I love that you're thinking out loud, but let me just finish my point. Okay, so pretty much the way it correlates is that like me personally, I moved to Iowa when I was 13, like lived on my own, only went back home to graduate high school. So I don't have like the average like typical like 20-year-old, 25-year-old life. Also too, like I'm not really into the same things as 25-year-olds, but I also can definitely differentiate. Like my dad was much older than my mom. My mom is married. You know? So like I've seen this thing work multiple times. My great grandparents were married, my grandparents were married, my mom's married, stuff like that. But my best friend also has been through things in life that don't like equate us to like we want to go and hang out like with, you know, people our age. Like her and I are very similar in that manner. She's got a different plans too.
Go ahead.
So yeah, that was my response to your question. What's your refute on that?
There's nothing to refute here. However, I will explain everything as the story goes. I'm not going to interrupt you anymore. Go ahead and break everything down.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah, long story short, my ex,
Appreciate you again, Cal.
we have like a really tumultuous relationship. He made 6 figures. He does, like, any guy I've dated has done well for themselves. So that's why I ask you your age, like, respectively, because again, like, I just don't have the average 25-year-old life. This guy also does well for himself.
You're like different and more experienced as a 25-year-old, right?
I'm still a 25-year-old, you know, like
you moved to Iowa when you were 13. You're more experienced, right?
Being on my own, yeah, for sure, because I moved to other states as well.
Well, just a little information on me, Kawhi. I've been doing this for 6 years consistently, so you can imagine how many times I've heard that. You could imagine.
Yeah. I can imagine too, because it's like, oh, I'm not like the average 25. I don't like doing those things. I understand how that sounds, but also too, like, perspective
mentality. Actually,
what'd you say?
Perfect victim mentality, actually.
Yeah, well, okay. So I've lived in like multiple states. Long story short, how do I say this? Like, I don't have the average life from where I came from with my parents, what they had going on, how my life has been, this and that. So my ex made 6 figures. He led with his money. This guy that I'm dating now did not lead with his money. I didn't know how much he made because I got tired of dating men for money. You get tired of that. Whenever you don't have the emotional support, this and that, it's like, I don't want to have a roster. I have hundreds of guys in my DMs. I ignore it because it's overwhelming. It's not like, you know, sometimes when you have less options, it's easier to choose. You know? So like, I got tired of that. So I went through the shit I went through with him. He bought me a new car, whatever, this and that. And it was nice. It was cool. You know, he spent thousands of dollars, whatever. Money come, money go. It's everywhere. This guy did not lead with his money. I got into this relationship thinking I'm compatible with him. I like him, right? I'm not even reading the comments because it's kind of giving caca. But anyways, so, like birds. Yeah. Anyways. I'm a liar. Okay, that's fine. I'm not coming on the camera because this guy just paid for me to like get my face like Botox and stuff, like filler dissolved. So again, like,
hey, out of curiosity, before you continue, I just want
yeah.
I noticed that at every turn you like to mention what men have done for you.
Exactly, because I don't feel like a man. I feel like I don't feel like a man is supposed to be in my life if he can't bring anything to me. Like, what are you doing for me that I can't do for myself?
That is understandable. However, you also just said that you're sick and tired of dating these men for money.
Yeah, so exactly. So hold on, before you like get to mocking me and stuff. So I got to in this relationship with this guy because I liked him. Now it just so happens one of his W-2s was on the floor when I came to his house. He already told me he had like this big house, how many bedrooms, this and that. I didn't care. I grew up in that. Okay, I don't give a fuck. All right, but with that being said, now that we are like actually in a relationship, I feel like, because I was open and honest with him on the dates we were going on and stuff like that, like, hey, like my last relationship, he led with money. I didn't like it. His character was very flawed. That's just what it was. Right. So this guy, I feel like, you know, you always people are going to put their best foot forward, but one always follows. So I kept that in mind, obviously. Right. But now that I know like how much he makes and what he does for work, I feel like he's not necessarily leading with money. He's not as egotistical as my ex for sure. But at the same time, like, he's not from the United States. So like culturally, there is a difference there where, I feel like because now that I know how much he makes and he's able to present me this money, there's like those, you understand when a man starts having expectations.
Elaborate on expectations.
Expectations like, okay, so he has dogs. He wants me to help with his dogs. Or like expectations like, expectations like for me to just, I guess, like fall in line, you know? Like that's the thing. Like that's why this conversation, like the comments and stuff don't really matter to me, because again, it matters like what caliber of man you're dating. So like when you reach a certain point, like, I didn't know that he made the same amount as my ex, but when you reach a certain point of men that you're dating, men operate differently in terms of their lifestyle.
Okay, but when you say fall in line, so I'm just assuming like, you know,
he's not Nigerian, but my ex was.
No, so he's courting you. He's doing what he's supposed to do. You see how much money is now. He's presenting you essentially with the lifestyle that you've experienced your entire life. But now he has expectations for you to match that energy, not financially, but just in different ways.
Yeah. I agree, Aaliyah. All relationships have expectations. So I guess KayB or whatever your name is, my thing is not you're a little sassy. You don't gotta keep doing all that passive stuff. It's very like feminine. But long story short,
Calm down. I got something for it. Just chill.
because I don't know your name, right?
Look. I'm being cool right now, but I got something for it. Y'all know me. I let them
Wait,
talk.
can I tell you my problem in the relationship though? Like my
I'm gonna let you
actual
go.
problem?
Calm, just give me a second. I got her. No, don't remove her. Where? No. No. Join the live. No. Join the live, man. Oh my God. Please, where did she go, man? Oh my God. I'm one of them people, I let all the rudeness build up. I let all the rudeness and I let her feel like she's about to do something, and then I really, really bring it to her. Y'all know me. She thought she saw sassy with just how I was looking. Oh, she ain't seen nothing yet. I'm confidently sassy, if you will. I just wanted her to keep on, bro. That's why I wasn't saying nothing at all. I wasn't saying nothing at all because I wanted the rudeness to build up so that my response to it will make sense for y'all. Y'all get what I'm saying? When I get up here and I really let her know what her problem is, it will make sense. Damn, gang. That shit just blew. Let me see if I add. Hold on.
Hi, KB. I would just like to start off in the comments and say that I am not the lady that was here. I'm not Mother
No. Hold
Goose.
on, Asana. Give me 1 moment. Okay, are we going? You know I'm gonna get to you. I've spoken. Give me 1 second.
All right, cool.
Hold on. Yeah, she not here. Nah, yeah, I've spoken to Asana multiple times, so she knows what's up. I guess she's not coming back, y'all. If you're still in here, go ahead and request, man. It's okay. Don't be shy. Go on ahead and click that request button again. See, the problem, no, she's disrespectful because she's delusional. And she thinks that ideally just what a guy is going to provide for her is what her value actually is. She's confusing herself. And she's noticed over time that even though these guys were doing so on and so forth, she still didn't get anything from the situations on an emotional standpoint. So now she's confused. I know those types of girls. You talking about some damn Botox. All right, man. She's not talking about that. Let's move on, man. What's good?
Hi, KB. Can you hear me? So I'm 23, and the guy I was talking to was 24. So we've been talking for a month straight, and all of a sudden, Friday, he becomes a little distant. I didn't hear from him all day. So, hold on, let me read the text message.
Break it down.
So I called his name, I texted his name, and he was like, I'm sorry, I be going MIA. I just don't be there mentally sometimes to want to talk to anyone. Just been overthinking a lot these past few days. So I asked him what he's overthinking about. So he says, I just been a little nervous and overthinking about how I leave next month because he's going to the military. And then he says, plus me growing feelings for you had me thinking if I'm going to be hurt when I do leave and know I can't see you for a long time. So I sent him a paragraph and just expressed that I've been feeling the same way, that just saying, I appreciate you for telling me this. And I have been growing feelings for you as well. And I will be sad like when he leaves for the military. So he just responds with, okay. So mind you, the next day we're supposed to go to the aquarium. So I asked him, is the aquarium happening tomorrow? No. So he says, let's go a different time, most likely Sunday morning. And I said, that won't work. I have work Sunday morning, but it's whatever, honestly. And I haven't heard from him since then. That was Friday.
Well, the lack of communication and the reason behind it basically told you everything that you needed to know. The reason why he's dealing with you now is because of the proximity, not because he genuinely likes you as a person. Because you got to understand, you always knew he was going to be in the military.
Yeah.
No fans of us. You only made him like a month ago, so he didn't make this.
So there is like a little backstory. So I met him at the end of April, right? So we were talking, like we went on like 5 dates within the span of like almost 3 weeks.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, I think it was like May. Around May, he ghosted me. The last thing he said was good night. And I texted him back good night, and I never heard from him.
Are you and this person intimate at this point?
Before he ghosted me, no, but when he came back, we did get intimate around July.
Yeah, because usually, and that's probably when he realized that he could. So, cool. So, this person ghosted you the first time. You were okay with it. You let him come back, and essentially he's planning to do the same thing again.
Yeah.
Fool me one time.
Fool me twice.
So that's just one of those scenarios. But like I said, again, it's more so a proximity thing. I think that's what he was dealing with you for. When he recognized that you were cool enough, quote unquote, to let him back in after he ghosted you, he knew that you were, in his mind, and I don't like to say that this is the truth, but in his mind, you were one of the weaker ones.
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm saying, you were more willing to accept certain scenarios, and so you kind of get what I'm saying. So I'm gonna tell you what his plan is ideally going to be now. He's going to go to the military. Whenever he comes back, he'll go back to what he thinks is easy, which will be you.
Mm-hmm.
But to talk to you and have conversations with you while he's out working, no, he's not doing that. The connection isn't that simple.
Yeah, and apparently he had a girlfriend, but I'm just confused. Like, how is this even possible? Because, yeah, apparently he had a girlfriend.
What do you mean? Apparently he had a girlfriend. Like, elaborate.
So I was talking to one of my cousins, like who like knows him, and he's friends with his ex, and the ex is currently dating the person I'm talking to now. So I just found that out, and I was just like really surprised because like me and him were like always together. As soon as he gets off work, we'd be on the phone until like the next morning. So even while he was at work, we'd be on the phone. So I was just really surprised about that. So yeah.
What now, Maya?
Well, obviously I should block him everywhere and to never respond to him again.
But you're still talking to him.
I don't talk to him. I haven't spoken to him since when he left me undelivered.
So let's say, for instance, he does say something to you. What are we doing?
Well, nothing, because going forward, I just need to block him and to never respond to him because he already ghosted me once and now he did it again.
Why didn't you already do that then? What do you think was holding you back?
I feel like what was holding me back was just seeing like if he would respond back or not.
Why?
I guess because I was growing feelings for him.
Okay, cool. But once you found out that this person was a cheater, did that change?
Yeah, it did change now. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's important. That's all I needed to know. You know what I'm saying? Like once I know you have a solid reason not to speak anymore moving forward. Okay, cool. Is there any specific question you have for me?
No, I just wanted to talk about it because it has been hurting me. But I appreciate you for listening.
No, I hear it. What I will say to you, Maya, I mean that's more of like a learning lesson though. Like, you know, I feel like once people do something too, this is something that I pride myself on. Like just because this is how I am. But once somebody disrespects you or treats you as though you're an option rather than a priority, that's kind of where you need to cut them off. Because if you don't, and then you give that person another chance and they do the same thing to you, that's when you will cry. Kind of get what I'm saying? So say, for instance, back in May, he ghosted you. You never spoke to him again. That's different. You probably weren't as hurt as you were now. You kind of get what I'm saying? But it's us giving people another chance. That's what hurts more than anything else because we feel like they tricked us. They fooled us.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh my God, like we let this, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what's going to get to you more than like literally what he did. Because, you know what I'm saying? Because technically speaking, you've only known him for a couple months. So just moving forward, that's why it's important for you now to be cynical. And you know what I'm saying? That's it and that's that. All right?
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right, man. I appreciate you having on. All right. Let's do it. Damn, I know she not finna join me back. Boy. I'm talking about Kawhi. That's why I should start like Alright, but the younger women who feel like they're just so much more mature than the average person their age are usually the easiest one to target. That's why I said she's the perfect victim. What's good? What's the word?
Hi,
What's going on?
I'm kind of new to your page, so I do not know what it's about. But please don't end. I heard she was giving her story and kind of like in kind of like almost a similar situation, and I kind of like wondering if I could like talk on her about it.
Okay, yeah, break it down for me.
Okay, so I'm dating. I was dating this person for 6 years. We were living together, everything, and after I finally decided to choose me because I felt like he wasn't like giving me what I wanted.
Right.
Like he needs to like grow up. Like always accusing me of cheating when all I do is like work and work and go home, work and go home. I stopped going out with friends. I stopped doing what I like to do and stuff just to please him.
Mm-hmm.
And I finally got at the end of the rope. So now like we've broken up and and now we're broken up and he's still making me, it's not like he's fighting for me, fighting for the relationship or anything. I'm still getting blamed for cheating. He's not taking like accountability of like what led to us breaking up.
Well, did he cheat, Ella?
No, he's not cheating. He's like the perfect, he thinks that he's like the perfect guy. Like he doesn't cheat. No one calls him. Like, I'm like,
Well, I mean, that's easy. Just have numerous phones. Some people not calling him isn't really a. That's not really something that you can go off of. But what I will say is, it sounds like he was projecting on you because you said you would just go to work, go home. That seems pretty simple to me and straightforward. So,
yes.
but go ahead, continue. I'm listening. I'm listening. Go ahead. If there's more.
But I guess that I'm not the only good girl that he's have in his life. I guess like I assume that like he has had good girls, but true like I guess of his behavior, like he's insecure about himself. I'm assuming because like he acts like he's not cheating, he's not talking to nobody, which he never gave me that vibe because no one calls him. But it's like we share a phone at two. It's like if I'm on my phone, he wants to know who's calling me, who's texting me, who I'm talking to. Like, yeah.
Well,
So
what I will
I just wanted
say.
like a male perspective,
Okay.
like a male point of view.
Okay. What I will say is to everyone in here.
I we stayed to
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm listening.
what yeah. I furnished. We got together and stuff. This man watched me furnish this whole place by myself and never even offered to help. Even if he offered to help, he never came through.
Well, why would he
Like
help? Didn't you?
never ever. I have
I'm
like never
confused.
came through.
Hold on, Ella. Can you just listen for a second? I'm confused.
Pardon me?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes. Yeah.
why
I'm
would you
listening.
expect help from somebody that you're no longer with when it pertains to your because you moved into a new spot? Good.
No, I'm not talking. No, I'm not speaking about right now. I'm speaking about throughout our whole relationship,
Okay.
throughout the whole 6 years.
Oh, okay.
Like,
You're talking
I'm
about
not
that.
talking about like right now, but yeah, like the build up. He watched me like literally do everything by myself and always offered to help, but never came through with half of the funds. Like, let's say we buy a couch together. It's like I'm living with a roommate. Everything we do, half half. And I feel like that's not what I want because I feel like I work too hard and like and it's like the energy I give is not being reciprocated to me. And now it finally got to me. And like, yeah.
Okay. Well, what I will say, it sounds like you were in a relationship with a man that was comfortable with you accepting things, and so he didn't feel the need
Yes.
to lead, especially in a financial way at all. He didn't feel the need to provide, because he thought that you were already accepting certain behaviors, right? Also, he saw that
Right.
you were willing to change who you naturally were to appease him. And that alone,
Yes.
I promise anybody in this live, if y'all can listen to me now, listen to me. The minute you try to change who you are just naturally for anybody, I promise you they'll make you pay for it. So if you're the
Yeah.
type of
And that is
person,
exactly what I did.
if you're the type of person who naturally, hey, maybe you like to go out and have fun, right? Obviously, and still be respectful, but you like to go out and have, maybe you're more social. If you dim that to appease the person that you're with, they won't respect you for it. Actually, the opposite will happen.
But it's the opposite way. He's a
Right,
DJ.
right.
He's the one who's, it's like he's not growing up. Like, you get a certain age, you have to leave certain things behind. It's like he's not growing. He's the DJ. That's like his side thing apart from his like real job. Like, every weekend, this man is out every weekend, every weekend, every week. I
And
never
so he was
said
out
any
every weekend and you were at the,
at home, getting ready to get my rest to go to work the next day. Well, he comes home when I'm ready to leave to go to work.
and you
I know
believe.
I sound stupid or something, but like at that point I thought that it would change. Like I kept hoping that it would get better. I kept saying to myself, maybe that's just the person he was. Yeah.
Does anybody in this live know any loyal DJs?
But no,
No. That's
and
a genuine question.
there's a lot to it. Because
Maybe
the
I'm
nigga
wrong.
stays,
Look, maybe I'm
he
wrong. Does
he's
anybody
the
know
perfect
any?
type.
Come on.
He
Does anybody
stays
know
by
any?
the
No,
DJ booth.
no, I'm not
Sorry.
trying to hear that shit.
I know I saw.
Does anybody in this live know a man that's in the club every single week DJing? He's the main focal point. He's the vibe setter of every club. Does anybody? And think about it. That's loyal. Especially look when his girl ain't out with him. Y'all gotta really just think about it for a second. Now, what he was looking for and what he got was a roommate and a maid.
Yes.
A lot of guys don't mind dealing with somebody who lives the opposite life that they live because they understand that you have now more space to do what they want.
Yes.
Because you're not living the life that he's living. You'll also be a lot more accepting of that lifestyle if that's not what you know what I'm saying, you're always doing anyway. So I'm just putting that out there.
Right.
All right.
Right.
So that's where that kind of explains where the projecting was coming from. Okay.
Right. Thank you for listening to me. I appreciate you listening to me because I guess I just needed to hear it from, I guess, somebody else that doesn't know me on a, on a
Yeah.
level. Yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate you.
I'm not going to cry. It's like,
Go ahead.
I've already mentally checked out. It's been a while since I mentally checked out. So right now it's not like really affecting me because I had already mentally checked out before I physically checked
Perfect.
out.
Perfect.
So yeah.
All right. Well, take it easy. All right, Ella.
Thank you.
All
Have a
right, man.
great
Have a good one.
evening.
All right. All right. Yeah, we're gonna try to get to as many as we can today. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, imagine dating a nigga. Well, come on, y'all. Educate me real quick. You messing with a dude for 6 years. You living with this nigga in his crib. You furnished damn near the whole crib. You at the crib going to work every weekend, and he outside DJing. And you think he wasn't cheating? Oh hell no! Like ain't no way. Like, all right, go ahead. What's the word?
Okay, so I kind of have a question about. Okay, I'm gonna just give the rundown first. So basically, I was going on 3 years with my boyfriend in January. Huh?
No, I'm listening. I said cool.
Oh, okay. We were going on. It was 3 years in January. That was our anniversary, right? And I told him that the last anniversary that we had, I didn't like that. I didn't like how it went. I didn't feel appreciated. It wasn't right. And so I told him, like, I really like holidays. I like celebrating. So I want you to be Like, you never was like slacking like this before, so I don't want you to slack no more.
Right.
So come up the next anniversary, which was in January, and this nigga, oh, let me not curse. And he asked me when we first woke up, he asked me if I wanted to go watch a football game. I don't fucking watch football.
So it wasn't planned. All right. So let me go back. So what happened last year for the anniversary?
Okay, so last year for our anniversary, it fell on the same day as his cousin's baby shower. I wasn't mad about that. We can go to the baby shower as long as there's plans as well along with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we went to the baby shower, whatever, take pictures with the family. And then when we're leaving the baby shower, he is like, okay, where you want to go to eat? And I'm like, where I want to go?
Plans.
The fuck? What do you mean where I want to go? Right? So we end up going to Steak 48 or whatever. And I was irritated because we got like an 11 p.m. Reservation, obviously, because you made the reservation the same day.
Last minute, yeah.
So I'm like, I'm at the restaurant. I'm like kind of irritated, but I'm not trying to be a brat because I know that it is still our anniversary. So I'm not trying to be mean about it. But it's like, I feel like I was like an afterthought.
Yeah, it was. He wasn't being considerate. I think that's the word that you're looking for. The consideration that obviously a relationship requires wasn't there on his end.
Right. So we were living together at the time. And I told him when our anniversary was approaching, I was like, and then the year before that was actually really beautiful. He got me a big bouquet of flowers. We took some pictures. We went to a nice restaurant. I got my gifts that I wanted. It was really nice, right? The year before that, no, year one, we did a fucking helicopter ride. And then year two, we did nothing. But for the Valentine's Day, because January and February are back to back, so I mixed those up.
So Talia, you and I could both agree that you knew what he was capable of when he actually cared.
Right.
It's just that with time, the care dwindled.
Right.
And how were you reacting to the care dwindling? Were you trying to fix it? Were you calling him out on it?
Yeah, like literally on our anniversary day after. I took too long to get ready, so we didn't go watch the football game. I did that shit on purpose. We ended up going out to eat instead because we missed whatever game that was playing. And we went out to eat, went to this bar that I like, whatever. It was a nice evening, but at the end of it, I told him, I was like, yo, I told you how I felt about us celebrating milestones, and I kind of feel like it was disrespectful that you just didn't care. Mm-hmm. And you was like...
what did he say? Yeah.
He didn't say nothing. That's another thing. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't communicate. He doesn't speak.
Well, I'm gonna just say this: when it pertains, and this is something that I need everybody to genuinely like. I mean, if you could write it down, write it down. But when it comes to consideration and what somebody does when they genuinely care and how much thought they put into when it comes to plans, so on and so forth, it will always be the biggest indicator as to how far things will go. When the consideration, relationships aren't perfect. But one thing about it, even in the most imperfect relationships, consideration is always there from both ends. You kind of get what I'm saying? Like, that's one thing that's not going to go because, hey, even if I feel this way right now about this person, I'm still going to do this because they're thinking ahead of time. You kind of get what I'm saying? So even if there are hiccups in a relationship, consideration never leaves because that also comes with respect. The more I respect you, the more you're in my future plans, if you will, the more consideration will just naturally come. You see what I'm saying? So what I always say to people, if you can look at a scenario and you say, hey, you know what? This is simple, but this person's just not considerate enough. You don't match that energy. You don't talk to them. You don't keep, you know what I'm saying, letting them know, hey, you're not doing, you leave instantly because once you decide to stay with that lack of consideration, it only gets worse. If I know that I'm doing, let's say for instance, because Talia, you knew what he was capable of year one. But if I know that you know what I'm capable of, but you're watching me not do what I'm capable of, then I know I got you.
Let me say something real quick, because I see a lot of ladies in the comments saying that the anniversary is not just for me. And yeah, I respect that it's for both of us. But after the first time he did what he did, I decided that I refused to give him anything or do anything for him because I wanted to see what he would do for me.
Okay.
Is that fucked up?
I mean, like I said, somebody in the comment section did point out something. You can communicate with people and have certain conversations, right? But I just feel as though when it comes to it is fucked up. It becomes childish. It becomes tit for tat. Which is why I don't believe that you should do tit for tat. When the energy is doing it, when you feel like that's what it is, you have that conversation, nothing comes from it. Like you said, there's no response. Then you make your leave. You kind of get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Realistically speaking. But when we go tit for tat, it gives high school.
Yeah.
And also, Talia, you're draining yourself because maybe naturally you would want to do something for somebody.
Yeah, I would. Like, I got him. What did I get him? I didn't get him nothing expensive because my feelings was hurt from the year previously. But I did get him a towel warmer because he had been asking for it for the bathroom. He said he liked the one at the spa had, whatever. So I got him the towel warmer. But that day, I didn't get anything. And then he told me, like, that night off, he was like, oh, I ordered you some workout stuff. It should be here soon. So I was like, I still did the minimum that I did, and I still feel like I'm getting like
Fascinating.
bare minimum.
All right, so where? No. I'm really curious. Where are we at now?
Okay, so right now I actually moved out. I'm in my own apartment now.
Yeah.
January, of course, anniversary was trash. Then February hit, Valentine's Day. Those were back to back, and he asked me to be his Valentine just for us not to do anything. He asked me to be his Valentine with like flowers and stuff.
No, I think the missing piece that we're maybe the live was also looking for. What do y'all do outside of the holidays?
Okay, so yeah, on day to day, before our relationship got choppy, we were going out to eat. The weekends were always like for us. We would get up, we would go to the gym, or we would run. Then maybe we would do breakfast. Sometimes we make it to church. We go out to eat a lot. That's like our thing. We really enjoy trying new restaurants. We also like trying new bars. We both really like to try new cocktails. So that was kind of our thing. I don't mind doing restaurants and stuff like that. I'm not an activities type of person. So I enjoyed that part of the relationship. But I just wanted it to be more elevated when it came to celebrations. And he kind of made it seem like I was being like ungrateful.
Okay. I think this is just this is a very, very similar case of we're dating the wrong person.
I feel like we're just clashing. Then when I moved out,
and I feel like if I'm being real, it sounds like there's also a lot of ego in this situation as well. I feel like a lot of it is, man, I know I should be doing this, and naturally I would do it, but just because they're telling me to do it, I'm not gonna do it. Or just because y'all kind of get where I'm going with it. There's like a lot of ego. Nobody, like, I don't feel like anybody's humble here. Like, I don't know. That's just how I feel. And usually when ego gets involved in a relationship, like you said, it gets childish. The tit for tat comes. You know what I'm saying? More useless conversations. So that's off that alone, I feel like there should have been separation. So are y'all still talking or?
Kinda. We've been talking on and off. He kind of like switched when I moved. When I told him I was moving out, he acted like he didn't care. I feel like he thought I was lying. But then when I actually did move out, he really helped me. I don't know if he helped me because he wanted me out that bitch, or if he helped me because he wanted me to be better. But like, he bought me a couple of furniture pieces. He helped me move.
He helped you because he wanted you out.
Probably, and that's fine. But then he started acting like, when I told him about a month into me being out the apartment, I low-key was like, hey, I just don't want to be in a relationship anymore. Like, I think we're better off not together. And he fought for it.
Why didn't the relationship? He said what?
He fought for it.
But my thing is, I'm just because I got to talk to you. I'm not talking to him at this point. When you felt the urge to move out, after the third anniversary of him not doing anything, why didn't you end it there?
I'm saying because I didn't end it immediately like the day I moved out, because he bought me hella furniture and he was being super nice to me. Like, he was helping me out a lot. Cute. But then I started to notice, I was like, yo, I don't think that this is going to work out. I genuinely preferred to be alone. I was enjoying my peace and quiet.
You're one of those women that can be maintained, is what you're telling me.
Be maintained?
Yeah, because there's two different types of, like, there's pursuit and then there's maintaining a girl, right? Uh-huh. If I know exactly what you're looking for, but I'm just not doing it, I know if I breadcrumb you and put a little bit out there, then you will stay. Y'all catching my drift? So in his mind, technically speaking, you moved out, but you never really ended the relationship. So all he had to do was, I'm gonna just give her this, and that for the time being. Are y'all catching where I'm going with it? So yeah, he's not really pursuing her or doing the things that ideally he should be doing because he really loved her. but he's doing the things that he felt like that's how he could do to maintain her exactly where he wanted. Exactly. So he helped her move out, but then he bought her the furniture. So don't get rid of me. Don't get rid of me completely, because I might still need you for 1, 2, 3. So I'm just gonna buy you this so you can keep that in mind. I ain't just kick you out now, all right? You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by that. So
Okay, people are confused. I didn't take him back because we never broke up when I moved out. I didn't move out specifically to break up with him. I genuinely moved out because I preferred to live on my own. I kind of realized that I didn't like living with a man or a roommate. I just wanted to be alone.
But of course, the way he was moving, the things that he was doing or not doing, helped with that decision.
Definitely helps. Definitely helped me make my decision. Yeah.
All right.
So it's like we don't really do anything like relationship wise anymore. We just kind of like casually talk.
So what's the wait?
But
what's the point though?
Exactly. And what is the point of talking? That's kind of how I feel.
Was just ever curious. This is how you got her to be in a relationship for 3 years. This is how, right? You weren't firm on your boundaries and what you were looking for and what you wanted. And that alone, doesn't matter if you were dealing with him, Zach, Cody, no matter who you were dealing with, they could work with that. You were completely fine with there being a gray area rather than, now again, relationships aren't perfect, so sometimes we do have to communicate. And sometimes things won't be as good as they should be. But with all the communication, with all the needs, and I want this and I want that, nothing was ever truly met. So that's just what that is. That's how you got you to be in a relationship for 3 years. Because look, now y'all aren't together, but you're still talking. So he didn't really need to be in a relationship with you for real. Right? Y'all cool now. He still gets the same things, ideally, even though y'all aren't doing the quote-unquote relationship things anymore. But he still gets to talk to you. And that's the problem. I will forever say that y'all don't have to believe me, but I've been saying it for 6 years. I will never lie. That's how we don't give a fuck. Excuse me. But we don't care about what you're saying, or if you don't like me for this, or you're a bad guy, you're horrible, you're whatever you want to call us. If you're still talking, that's all we care about. I will forever say no guy has ever cared about the cussing out, and maybe they'll get a little annoyed by it, or you leaving, or you saying I'm done, and this, that, and the third. All that matters is that they can still talk.
So it should just go radio silent, just not talk to him at all.
What is there to talk about at this point?
Honestly, yeah. I feel like it kind of is more of an attachment thing. Like we were together for so long or whatever. So it's kind of weird to kind of like go my day without talking to him. Like, you know, when you're with someone every day, all day for so long, it kind of is a little bit weird to not have that feeling.
But what about your boundaries and respect?
I know.
Okay. So you're willing to sacrifice boundaries and respect for attachment?
I know, that's so crazy. I should block him right now.
That's why I be telling y'all, attach yourselves to the right things out here, man.
And so you're saying that if I stop talking to him and I like fully go, cold on him, and he's gonna maybe come back and try to buy me something because I could be bought?
I mean, that could
100%
100% happen. It sounds like that's what it is, man. That sounds like that could 100% happen. He's not gonna take your silence seriously because you've never really truly been silent.
But I mean, if someone wants to help me or do something for me, why the fuck?
That's why it's so important. As a woman, you also have your independence. That you don't need the help of. You kind of get what I'm saying. Of course, help is great, right? But you become more picky on who's helping you because you can also do your own thing.
Yeah,
that's what independence means. Doesn't mean you shouldn't accept help from people who you feel like should. You know what I'm saying? You should be speaking to or you should be associating with. But if you're just accepting help just because it's help, regardless of who it is, then that's a problem.
Yeah.
Also, he helped you pack.
He didn't help me pack. That was funny. He did not help me pack. He helped me unpack.
Talia, did he get you some furniture too?
Yeah, he got me a few pieces.
Okay. And you're still talking to him. God bless. Good luck to you, Talia.
I'm never going to talk to him again.
I'm just saying, like, just good luck. I'm just being real with you, though. Good luck.
Okay, thank you. All
right, appreciate you dropping off, man. All right. Gotta lock in, man. But yeah. Let's see. She about to call him right now. Come on, y'all gotta have faith until the end, man. Let's see. Yeah, the problem is she's still looking for him to fight for her, and he doesn't care enough to fight for her. I get what I'm saying? Sometimes, even if you're faking it as a guy, you can't fake it too much. When you really don't give a fuck, you don't. What's good?
Hey, KayB.
What's going on?
I just had a question. I wanted to get your perspective on it about the dating. You know how we look at a lot of women, the older generation who's been married for a long time, and you know they get online and they tell us not to get married and these different things. Okay. And we say don't listen to them. You know, we do what our own thing. We value marriage. Do you feel like the women that come up here and that don't listen are the same ones that enter in these relationships with men and get married and have a whole life with them, and they had like red flags in the beginning, and they turn around and tell like the younger generation?
Well, okay, I mean, every situation isn't the same, for one, but also you gotta understand when it comes to having a platform on here, a lot of people will do anything for that. So if I can be an older woman and have a platform, and maybe I've had negative experiences with guys, then likely I will spew that on the internet, and especially if I could get an audience from doing it. People don't understand. Okay. I'm being real with y'all right now, right? The reason why it's so important to have discernment with who you're watching is because, again, people care more about views and money than anything else. So if I could get on this shit right here and speak and say, man, I hate men, or I hate women, or women should be cleaning, or if I could spew that rhetoric and gain from it, I will likely do that. You use him for this, and I tell y'all this all the time. I promise. I swear to God. If I were to get on here, I've been on here since 2020, and spew every single and tell a woman that they should use this man for his money, and this is how you do it, and I'm gonna create this course for you to use this man, and F marriage, and if I did that, I swear to God, I will be a millionaire today. Because you gain more from people who are in most volatile situations. So that's why a lot of these people will get on here and say, "Don't do this," or "Don't get me." You know, I'm just being real. You gain more from doing it.
I just seen like a lot of like women who've been dating men for 6 years, 5 years, and they're inconsiderate on a lot of levels. They're selfish, and then they proceed to like have families and get married with them. Of course, a man is going to marry you if you don't go for anything, you know. And those are the same women that like grow older. Like a lot of angry older women who are teaching these rhetorics, they seen the red flags and they still tolerated it because they thought that he was going to change. So I was just trying to see, like, are we in the beginning stages of the same shit?
Yeah. all our experiences will be different, man. My job is, if I could speak, especially the younger generation as well, just be on point and live how you need to live, or else somebody will use you. That's all I can do, though. But
okay. All right. Well, thank you.
All right, but you jumping on. Yeah. Situations definitely will differ. So, yeah, I mean, that's also why I like to keep my live situation based instead of me just getting on here yapping about absolutely nothing. So that y'all can see things vary by scenario. What's good? Bit, what's the word, my boy?
Hi.
What's good? What's good, Ezra?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Okay, so
damn, Ezra, where you at, gang?
Oh, I'm at a. Let me turn my camera on. I'm at a lounge. I'm working, but I just saw your live and I really like your content, so I just wanted to ask this question.
Go ahead.
So when it comes to like relationships and our generation, do you think like social media is like spoiling people's like perception? Like, do you think
I think some people absolutely are too chronically online. Absolutely.
Yes, and I feel like it's kind of making everyone forget the reality, and everyone is just trying to live this glamorized, kind of thing, and it's like people try to bring these social media expectations to relationships. What do you think the solution is? Do you think people should just get off social media if they want to be in a serious relationship?
I think it's important that we have discernment. I think I don't think we should have to get off social media, but I think some people just you gotta know yourself. Honestly, that's how I feel, Esther. I think if you know that you're easily influenced by anything, you should stay away from certain content.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. Touch grass, go outside, understand that this is just the internet, it's not real.
Facts. That's
very
so
simple. So, but just I think people just need to know themselves. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's real.
All right, Esther, lock in, man. All right, man.
Have a good day.
Damn, they just pop. Please don't tell me they violated. Hold on. I didn't. I made me lose. All right, it was good. I just got a warning because she had the hookah. Let's see. Damn, TikTok really be watching though. Nah, TikTok really don't play though. Like what? That was like 2 seconds. Let's see. That's how strict y'all gotta be. Y'all gotta be like TikTok. That's good. See.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep. What's the word?
Hi, how you doing? I just had a question. I just wanted to ask, because I feel like I started talking to somebody, and I feel like in the beginning he was very nice. Oh, he's still nice to me. He's still very nice, very sweet. I just feel like, what can I do if, when you've been talking to somebody, let's say 3-4 weeks, almost like damn near a month, 2 months, if they start speaking to you in a way where you feel like they moving too fast, but you kind of want to take it slow, but you don't want to be like mean to them, I guess, or straightforward in a sense. Like, how can you keep that natural balance?
Is he moving too fast already, or?
No, like I just feel like I've just been noticing like a pattern with these new men that I've been speaking to. Maybe it's just been recently, but I just feel like people been expecting like a certain type of behavior, right? And I say if someone, like, it could be woman, female or male, both ways. But for instance, in my situation, like a man could be expecting to go to the next level with me. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I don't want to go there yet. I'm not ready to go there yet.
By next level, what do you mean, like intimacy?
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, how can you keep the natural balance? Like,
no. I mean,
while getting to know somebody, you feel me?
I'll say this. Listen. What I will say this to women every single time. The only thing that you can do is communicate your boundaries. Unfortunately, people will still try you, but that's just them trying you. Your job is to, after you communicate that boundary, once that boundary is crossed again, you leave.
Okay.
Very simple. Very, very, very simple. You can't. I tell people this all the time. It doesn't matter how you look, how much. It doesn't matter. People will try you. That's gonna happen regardless. None of us are above that.
I get that, but I'm just saying, if you're trying to get to know somebody and you want to keep a natural balance, like, what would you as a
love? You can't get to know everybody out here. You can be trying to get to know somebody, and they're trying to get to know your coochie. There's not much you can do there. You kind of get what I'm saying?
So there's nothing that you can directly do.
Look, my answer to you is that
all right.
There's nothing that you can directly do to stop somebody from pursuing what they want to pursue. Like, there's no like real formula for that.
Okay, thank you.
Very simple. All right, just all you gotta do is say no and leave. Okay. Appreciate you hopping on. Yeah, I mean, there's literally nothing that you can do on that level. Like, people, they gonna do what they want regardless. Stress yourself, exactly. I explained the whole pursuing and maintaining thing. And any guy in here will tell you, there are some girls that you genuinely, not even necessarily have to, but you want to pursue, and that's also a requirement on their end. And there are women that you can become comfortable with. It is very simple. Trust me, I've experienced both sides. On a personal level, though, like I said, that also speaks on us, though, right? Because if we're still looking to be comfortable in a situation where we're supposed to be pursuing somebody, then that makes us a shitty individual, right? So what's good?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, so my situation is kind of fucked. I know everybody's gonna chew me, so I'm just gonna try to keep it as minimal details as possible. Okay, so boom, I was married to my ex-husband. Before we got married, he had cheated on me and a bunch of other stuff, and then I joined the military.
Give me the. That's what I was about to say. I was about to say milk because you sound younger. So how old?
24.
Younger. Okay, how old is he?
He's 26 now, but we were dating for 5 years. We met when I was 18.
Cool. And y'all got married when?
In 2024. So like we got married, I think it was like 4 years into the relationship.
4 years into the relationship, cool. And at that point y'all got married, right? He was in the military.
Yes. I had just joined the military like a year prior.
When did he join the military?
He wasn't in the military. He's a civilian.
He's a civilian. You're the one in the military.
Yes.
And how did the idea of marriage come up?
Basically, I joined the military, and it was kind of like him wanting to lock it down type of thing. Like, because, like, he cheated, and then, like, a couple years after he cheated, I cheated back. And so then I joined the military, and I started kind of talking about how I didn't want to be, like, together anymore. And then, like, he proposed, and I said yes, and we got married.
He proposed as a result of course, you advancing into your career, him, you recognize that, hey, this might not work. Then he popped that question.
Yeah, and, like...
I know somebody that was in a situation just like that.
And, like, I also felt bad because, like, a year into our relationship, he had got this autoimmune condition, and... basically, like, lost his ability to walk and all that stuff. And so, like, I end up, like, taking care of him, like, helping him get back on his feet. Like, I dropped out of school to help him get, like, his health back together and all this stuff. I'm, like, 19, like, starting all this stuff or whatever. Right. Moved to his city. And, like, after I started, like, after he got sick is when he stopped cheating, stopped, like, talking shit, stopped, like, you know, stopped being an asshole.
He got sick at what age?
He got sick at 21, I think.
Okay. Did he cheat after that?
Did I cheat after that?
Did he cheat after that?
Yes, he cheated. I dropped him up for an MRI, and I went through his phone, and I found out he was cheating. But after that last time he cheated, he stopped cheating after I found out.
Okay.
So then, a couple years after that, that's when I cheated the first time. Anyways, long story short, I joined the military, and our family, like, he's really close with my family, stuff like that. They were really pressuring us to get married. We end up getting married. I go on deployment, and then I cheat. And then I get...
I'm gonna let you finish, bro.
Because my question really isn't about, like, him. It's just a backstory. So I go on deployment, I cheat, and I get pregnant. So,
wait, you get pregnant? Wait, with the person that you cheated on him with?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, I cheat and I get pregnant, and the dude that I get pregnant by, he's like, you know, I want to be together and be a family, whatever. And so I kept the baby, of course, and yeah. So what my first question is, so I'm sorry, this is a lot. So
no, you're in the right place, love.
You are, I know. I don't even want to look at the comments because I know they're clicking my shit. Like,
you're talking to the right person. So how old is your? Because I did hear the child in the back. Sounds pretty. How old is your child?
She's 11 months.
11 months. Okay, so this is also very recent. So go ahead. Does the old guy know about the baby?
Yes, I told him immediately. We're very good friends to this day. Like, because he knows he fucked up. I fucked up even worse, but like he knows that like it was kind of like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, he was doing his thing, and yeah.
Yeah, so anyways, I get pregnant. I tell like, you know, my baby daddy or whatever, and he's like, I'm gonna be a family, da da da. He gets kicked out of the military, Iraq. He starts getting kicked out of the military because he smoked weed, and so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get off deployment, get a crib, like we gonna like bang this shit out or whatever. So he's on deployment, and my homegirls are sending me pictures of him like saying that like he's messing around with this girl or whatever, and like he's telling me he's not, but I'm seeing the pictures or whatever.
This is your baby. This is your now baby daddy.
Yes. Yes. So, I'm at this time, like
the baby daddy is in a civilian. She met him while she was on deployment and ended up doing stuff with him and getting pregnant. So the guy who wasn't in the military, he's still apparently friends with her now.
yes. But yeah. So after like I leave deployment or whatever, I get back to San Diego. My ex-husband, he's like, I want to fly. I want to come see you. Make sure you're okay. I mean, husband at the time. We were still married at the time. I want to come out see you. Make sure you're okay. Da 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 da. Long story short, he comes and visits me, and we end up
divorced.
We are divorced now, but we weren't divorced at the
when
time.
you were doing the cheating, y'all weren't divorced, and while he was cheating, so y'all were doing this while married.
Yes.
So you got pregnant for another nigga while you were married.
Yes.
Fascinating. You know,
I said, can he walk? Not without a cane.
I just had to ask the right question. Go ahead.
Yeah. You're on the right track. I know. Like I said, I know y'all gonna cook my shit. I'm a terrible woman. I know. But so he comes and visits me, and we end up like having sex or whatever. And long story short, like fast forward to a couple months ago, my baby daddy, we were playing this card game and called We're Not Really Strangers, and one of the questions was admit something. And
wait, so you ended up doing stuff with the ex-husband?
Yes.
Wait, so
it was fresh. Like it was like at the like it was like right when like a couple weeks after I found out I was pregnant, and he was like, I want to come see you, I want to come visit you, make sure you're okay.
Damn. Okay. All right. Okay. I just gotta keep up. So you were doing stuff with the both of them around basically the same time.
No, well, I mean, not technically, because my baby daddy was still on deployment.
But you got pregnant. You did stuff with the new guy not too long after you found out you were pregnant. I mean the old guy. So you were doing stuff with both of them around the same time.
No, not really.
All right, continue.
So, yeah, we're playing this card game or whatever, and he's like, okay, how about we just get everything off the slate, tell each other everything that we did or whatever. And so he tells me that he had sex with this girl while we were on deployment, after I had been telling him and asking him like after I've been telling him and asking him if he did it, he said no. Like he kept telling me no, he didn't for over a year. So he tells me that, then I tell him about my ex-husband coming to visit me, and somehow I ended up being in the wrong. Like,
but that's the thing. You were asking him about what he was doing, but you also quite literally fucked your ex-husband at the time. So you were kind of questioning him about what he had going on, but you were also doing your own thing on the side anyways.
I mean, but like in my defense, he knew like that I was married. Like,
no, look. Him knowing that you were married, I mean, I 100% believe that. But niggas don't give a fuck about your marital status. They want to know if you're grimy enough to do stuff with them while you were married. If anything, that's gonna like boost his ego. You're one, as horrible as it sounds, you're one to fuck me knowing you're married to somebody else and you got a husband at home. They saw you as an opportunity already, right?
right.
Go ahead.
So, yeah, long story short, I ended up being like the most wronger. I'm getting called all these names or whatever. I put him out, and then a couple weeks later, after I put him out of my apartment, I found out that he was posting, my baby daddy was posting explicit content on Twitter and paying women for sex and all these type of things, all the while I'm asking for money for our daughter. And so now, like, I have him blocked on everything, and I'm just trying to figure out, like, is that like bitter of me to, like, because I don't, like, I feel like after everything that, like, we've been through, I'm trying not to be the type of person that.
What have you been through, Dynasty?
I didn't even get into, like, everything, but a lot, because it's just too much. It's too much, but a lot. But I feel like, is it wrong to, like, feel like he needs to, like, take a step back from our daughter's life?
Because he was. According to, I'm gonna address other things, but just to answer this very question, you said that he already wasn't helping. Ideally, like, you would always have to ask him for money, but he wouldn't give it to you, only for you to find out that he was spending that money on, like, OnlyFans girls on Twitter.
Yes, basically.
Okay, so he already wasn't really helping you.
Okay, so when we were living together, he was helping, and then he moved back to Atlanta to live with his mom and was looking for a job or whatever, and, like, he would send money here and there, and then he stopped.
Okay, so, but you now know at this point that he isn't financially stable enough, even for one, to even take care of himself, but to also take care of a child.
Right.
At least that's what he's portraying to you.
Basically.
Hey, Kawhi, I see you in the comments. I'm not done with you, Kawhi. Request. Don't run. I got something for you, Miss Kawhi. See you in the comments laughing and shit. Well, Donis, what I will say is there is a bigger picture that you need to focus on. There is a much bigger picture that needs to be focused on. For one, whether or not this is going to work, baby mom, baby dad, I don't think that relationship is going to work within itself. Do you agree with that?
No, I completely agree.
Okay.
I completely agree.
Okay, so if I'm being given direct advice, I would say the only thing that you can do is go to the courts and make sure you're getting some child support. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but listen, I filed for child support last week. They called him and told him, and he basically, like, texted his mom and was like, "You're never gonna see your grandchild again because I'm relinquishing my rights."
So do you know who? And I don't mean any disrespect by saying this, but do you know who?
As somebody said, is their divorce? Yes, we've been divorced.
No, but I'm saying, just out of curiosity, just so I'm 100% sure. Do you know who the father of the child is, or is that, like, you're 100% on that?
Absolutely. Whenever I slept with my baby daddy, like, I hadn't seen my husband in like 3 months because I live in San Diego. He lives in Kentucky. I'm in the military. He's a civilian. So. Well, I did. Somebody said, "Why didn't you do a DNA test?" I did as well, even though I already knew, but just to silence.
Just to make sure. Just to make sure. No, like I said, the only thing I can say. So is the ex-husband? You say you're still in contact with him. What's the nature of that?
We don't talk every day. Like, we talk like once a week, just like checking in and stuff like that. We're really good friends. Like, really
good friends.
Yes, really good friends. We were just FaceTime the other day, actually.
Lost. Beyond, and I'm assuming that y'all aren't intimate anymore because of for
one, we live in a different state, and two, there's no, like, romantic connection between us. Like, we don't talk about anything when we talk, just life updates.
Fascinating. Now, you let me know what exact question you're asking me at this point in time.
Well, I was just the second end of my question was, because, like, the first question was like, was I wrong for, like, what I did? But I guess I was wrong. But the second question,
wrong. What the hell?
Like,
you was popping like it's you was out there popping it like it's hot.
Oh my
God! Hold on, wait. And you were married. He's also just as wrong, of course, because he was also married doing what he was doing, right? But y'all were both two crazy individuals. I mean, dead wrong. I mean, 100%. Like 100%. Y'all are both foul.
Okay. The second question was like, is it giving bitter for like blocking him and putting him on child support after finding out that he's spending money on?
Like I said, there's no relationship anymore. So at this point in time, it's all about the child, right, Dynasty? Let me get.
Right.
I haven't got to address that yet because I've just been so bamboozled by your story that I've been kind of all over the place. But let me address that. This is no longer about the relationship or whether or not you could be bitter towards this man. This is more so about the child and the environment that you're creating for him, for her. Excuse me. So, if you have to go to the court and get child support, so on and so forth, just to make sure that he's holding up his end of the bargain, then that's what you have to do. It has nothing to do with you being bitter. It's just realistic. He's already spending, like you've seen, money on things that ideally he's not supposed to be spending money on, right? And he's not helping you financially with the child. So that makes 100% sense right there. But as far as, again, like just moving forward, I mean, you just have to be, date carefully. That's all I can say with him. That's all I can say to you when it comes to that. Because you got to think about it. You're attracted to the same types of guys. You kind of get what I'm saying? Those two guys, the ex-husband and him, they sound very similar. So
Yeah,
you got to be a
I
little
noticed
bit
that
more aware. Yeah.
through therapy. I've been in therapy, y'all. I'm getting my life together.
Yeah, just be a little bit more careful. And I mean, like I said, you're not just dating for yourself now at this point in time. You got to make sure the environment that you have your child. She's 11 months, but you know what I'm saying? You got to get your mind right as well, just so you can do what you have to do for her. So
Yeah, that's basically what I've been on. But I'm just trying to make sure I'm not moving out of emotion when it comes to.
I mean, you have to do what you have to do. I mean, he's not helping financially. That's the thing, and he's that it's not about you or him anymore. It's about the child. So yes.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
All right, guys. Appreciate you having on. All right. I ain't gonna lie. That's one of them scenarios. I'm being real with y'all. I was so bamboozled by the story itself, I couldn't even give the best. I didn't know what to say. If I'm being 100% real, like what? Huh? Kawhi, I see she's here, but Kawhi, thank God you're here. Nah, yeah, go get back. You were at Sassy. Go ahead. What were you saying about me?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yay, yes,
We left off at Sassy.
Yes, we left off at Sassy.
Let's get into it. Go ahead, break everything down.
I'm trying to talk, but you're still being sassy.
No, let's get into it. We're here now. Come on.
Okay, I'll wait for you to set your camera up and be done talking.
I'm not. Do your thing.
Okay, so I asked you your name. When I first came on the live, I asked you your age. You didn't want to tell me your age, and I said that.
About what happened.
Why are you talking over me?
We're continuing the conversation.
Yes. I asked your name and your age, which correlates to your sassafrasness, right? Because your life experience has shaped you to be this way. You can give people advice, and I love that, right? That's good for you. But you can't look to a broke person to teach you how to be rich and invest and get the 401k and all that. So I asked you your age and experience because the kind of advice you were giving was to a girl who asked stupid shit. I'm gonna just say it, okay? If you have to ask, you already know. If this guy does this guy like me if we're dating and I'm giving him sex and he didn't tell me Happy Valentine's Day? That's crazy.
What were you asking though, love? What were you asking? Out of curiosity.
I asked your age, you declined to answer. You told me I'm 42. You were being petty and sarcastic. So if you're going to be on a platform, now I'm loving this. I'm loving this.
The guy. We're talking about the 37.
Right. But my thing is this. Yeah. I want to know who I'm hiring first, right? I want to know this person knows how to do the job. So before I tell you my business, for you to sit there, roll your eyes and be petty, I would like to know the person I'm hiring is equipped to do so. You're not equipped to do so because you're young, you're broke, you're giving sheltered white in, and I have my own life, my own money on it.
Anyways, if you want to know if somebody's qualified or not, you sit back and you watch the live instead of coming across a random live and requesting somebody you don't know. You sit back, you watch, you pay attention. Hey, does this person know what they're talking about? They do not know what they're talking about. Then you choose to request. You don't just request a random live without knowing what this person is or what they're about. Let's start there. Like, what is he talking about? You can speak now. You can speak. no, I got some to write up. No. Hold on. I just unmuted you. There we go. Oh my gosh. Give her 48 seconds. Hold on. It's 48 seconds. Yeah, no. She's over here talking about this 37-year-old man. Go ahead.
Okay, so
Can we get back on topic now?
Yeah. We can, but again, if when I speak to you, this is how I know if you're equipped. When I'm speaking to you, you're rolling your eyes and you're looking off elsewhere. I would like to know you're engaged and you're actually listening, not just willing.
Love,
you're not just
I was
like
listening because I'm waiting for you to get back to the point.
But that was on the first live.
Let's get back
KayB.
to the point.
I said KayB or whatever your name is because you didn't want to tell me your name or your age, and then you did that. You rolled your eyes and you looked off to the side.
Let's get back to the point.
Okay, so
the 37-year-old.
I was blocked by whoever the fuck, and muted before I could make my point. But the point I was making when I was blocked was that your attitude and your receptibility matters.
You're not telling me. I've been doing this for. You're not telling me nothing about whether I'm receptive.
How old are you then? Answer the question.
I'm 42. I told you this.
You're not 42.
I am.
Well, take out the fucking nose ring because it's not giving 42.
So why are you if you got a problem with my nose ring or how I look and whether or not
you had the problem with me?
Wait, why did you request a live then?
I came in here.
But I'm saying if you had a question with the nose ring, how I look, so on and so forth, why'd you request?
So whenever I got on here, because it's TikTok, right? I told you why. So do you want me to rehash that or not? Because I told you I was scrolling and you popped up for 30 seconds. I heard the last bit of the live, not even a whole 30. Just the fact that the girl didn't get gifts on Valentine's Day. That's it. That's all. I have my own shit going on. We all do. But before I ask somebody for advice, I'm not going to be someone who's.
Can we ask? No. Because I actually just want to get to the end. Because you're just. What is the question that you're asking specifically about the 37?
Okay. My specific question to ask you as a 42-year-old man would be, do you think my parents have already given their perspective on this, right? But like, I'm so open to all perspectives. Like I can still tell someone whatever and be open to their perspective. Do I think you should roll your eyes at me still? No, I stand on that. But let me give you my perspective. Long story short.
Yeah.
42. Yeah, I know. So there is a 8-year age gap in my relationship. 8 is really not a lot. But I mentioned my friend having a boyfriend that's even older because, again, it's circumstantial. Cool. So there's a difference whenever someone, like, their frontal lobe is not developed and they're being preyed upon, and it's pretty fucking obvious. Like, excuse my French, but it's pretty obvious that this older man, like, men typically do like women a little younger. Like, they like pretty girls, whatever, this and that. I'm not saying high school level. There's obviously a differentiation where it, like, crosses the line, right? So I brought up my friend's age gap relationship to say that, like, her and I both have enough experience in life and awareness where we've had to survive on our own that, like, we are not being okay. She said that she got blocked too. So anyways, that we know we're not being manipulated, right? Mm-hmm. So like the 8-year age gap in this relationship, I have done this before. I've been engaged 2 times and my ex-fiance was in the military. It was like it's pretty hard to date someone overseas and stuff like that. But I'm not new to this kind of like lifestyle. I want to be a wife and I would love to be a mother in due time, right? But with that being said, do you think, and this is just my question, like this is my question, throwing it at you, take everything else out of it. Whatever I told you about the guy, the age, fucking whatever I told you about yourself, this is my question. Do you think that financially, if you're cared for in a relationship and you know your finances are set up, you don't have to worry about anything, do you think that if you want like a kiss before the person goes to work, like, do you think that you should try and, because there's plenty of fish in the sea, one for you, one for me. Do you think that if you're getting emotions here and no finances here, it's not good, it's not balanced, right? Then the other spectrum of that is you're getting the financial support, whatever, like you guys don't have to worry about that, but the emotional connectivity is lacking. Mm-hmm. Do you think that that person should continue pursuing a relationship or finding themselves that maybe fits them and completes them, like it's balanced? Or do you think that, you know, because relationships are about compromise, you should be willing to kind of settle for one or the other or make the compromise that fits for you? Given
the context that you've given me, because you told me that you've dated multiple guys who've been high earners, you yourself, you come from a high earning background, if you will.
Yes.
Then obviously finances alone isn't going to do it for you. So obviously what you're looking for is more of somebody who could, who you're compatible with, right? Who because that's what goes into a long-term relationship. Finances isn't it, right? You want somebody that you actually could speak to, you're emotionally compatible with, so on and so forth. But just out of curiosity, quiet. I let you land that.
My name is Caitlin, by the way, so you can call me Katie. That's what it says on here, or it's Caitlin.
All right, Kate, Kawhi, however you want to put it, right? My problem is you referred to the questions that other people were asking as stupid.
Wait, hold on, wait. What did you what did you say? I didn't hear you. I was reading the comments.
You referred to the questions that other people were asking on a live as stupid, and that you were also mature and so on and so forth.
What did I say was stupid?
You said
if you're gonna quote me, please.
The questions that were being asked before you were saying that they were stupid.
Yeah, because so whenever I told you I wasn't reading the comments because they were negative, they were calling me a bird and they were stupid. Yes, that's stupid. It has no correlation to the context of the conversation.
Shut up. Sound about dumber than a pile of rocks. I just wanted her to land a plane so I could see how stupid she sounded. I don't give a fuck about you or that 37-year-old. The hell? And this nose ring that earns me 6 figures a year. Thank you. Thanks you. Yeah. This nose ring, this nose ring only earns me a lot of money. The same niggas that keep dropping you and picking you up and dropping you and picking you up and dropping you. Yeah. I earned it. So, yeah, I didn't really care for the situation. I just wanted, because it really caught me when she said that they were so stupid and she's so mature. But did y'all hear her question? Did y'all hear what she really got up on here and asked me? She's so mature and so ahead of everybody else. But you can't even tell the difference between compatibility and being financially stable. You don't even know if there could be a balance. But you're calling everybody else stupid? Come on, Botox. Lock in. Bringing up her friend. You sound like a kid. Oh, my friend is in she's in an age gap relationship, so it should be able to work for me. And my parents were in an age gap relationship, so it should be like, shut up. The fuck? Like no one asked you.
Hello.
I'm so sorry. What's going on? Let me get back to my regular. What's going on?
You
How
seem
you doing?
a little flooded. I don't want to.
No, that's okay. No, I just wanted her
conversation with your chat.
Oh, good. What's good, Kyle? We're back.
Hi. Mm-hmm. I don't plan on being, disrespectful to you or your page. Just want to preface that. Mm-hmm. So my question is, I just want to get your perspective as a male, of course, because that's what you do. That's what your content is clearly about. So I was having a conversation with some friends, you would say, or associates. And the conversation was about how basically, so I'm not dating right now because, the dating pool is bad and there are just things I'm working on in myself. But I had mentioned that, sorry, I'm kind of out of breath. I was working out. I mentioned that ever since, I gave my life back to God and everything like that. I don't want to be controversial or anything like that, but basically, I got saved and I'm living a new life now. Okay. Right. I wasn't doing anything crazy in my former life, but I wasn't living the way I should be living. Okay. Let's just put it at that. And so they were basically telling me that my expectations and the standards that I have as far as the kind of man that I'm looking for is unrealistic, given that, you can't expect someone to accept you for your past going into a new relationship, basically, right? So
wait. What they're just I'm sure what they're saying is because you may be experienced, because I'm just gonna go. You can just correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
They're saying because you've been intimate in the past, so on and so forth.
Yes.
You can't now expect other people to accept the fact that you're celibate.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard that before.
Yes. So things like that, right? But then these same people have told me this was a woman that I was talking to. Okay. So that's why I wanted to get a guy's perspective specifically. But this same person or group of people then told me that they expect a man to accept them even if they are they deal with women and men, but they would never date a man that
has ever dealt with men in their past life. And so I just felt like it was very controversial, like what they were saying. And like, I do understand, like, you know, I'm not ridiculous. Like, realistically, I understand, like, it's like, okay, how can you, you know, expect someone to not want, you know, or expect that from you, knowing that you've, you know, given that to someone in the past. But at the same time, it's like, is that, I don't know, is that unrealistic of me? Like, is that actually?
Well, first of all, no.
not-
Let me just address that. First of all, I've heard of this before. It's a common topic, but no grown adult can tell you what you deserve or what you should be looking for. They have no power when it pertains to your decision making. So let's just start there. Nor do they have a right, because no one starts off perfect, realistically speaking. So if you decided last week, hey, you know what? I want to be celibate. I don't want to do this anymore. I want to go for a certain type of person. You have all rights to do so, and you can, in fact, find somebody who's on the same type of timing. Because contrary to popular belief, Kai, there are plenty of guys as well who are on your timing, who are also celibate, who aren't looking for, you know what I'm saying? And it's your body, so don't let anybody, convince you that's not possible. I mean, when it comes to like the other part of this conversation, I mean, I don't know. I mean, when it comes to that topic, it is a little bit touchy because some people will say it's a double standard that you're willing to be bi, but you won't accept a guy that's bi. But at the same time, it goes either way.
Right, which is like, it doesn't apply to me because I'm not, that's not my case. But I just was like, that was basically like my question is that like what basically, like coming from a guy specifically, do you feel like is I guess realistic as far as like what to expect out of?
No, you'll be fine. No, Kai, I'm telling you this right now. It's not about what we want or whether we're gonna take it. It's not about us. When it comes to your journey and when it comes to having God and whatever, so on and so forth, it's about ideally what He would rather you do. It's not about us. I don't care if I look at you different just because you say you're celibate. Then I'm not the one. Simple.
Yeah.
That's just it and that's that. But what comes with this change is also patience. You have to be patient with yourself, right? Because no one, it's not a switch. It's a process. So embrace the process, respect it, and over time you'll find somebody who also respects your process. Very simple. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Okay, yeah, maybe I'm just looking at it from like a people pleasing perspective.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that. No.
Yeah, I don't know, because I felt like maybe I was being like too, but I guess that's just the world we live in. Everyone's like, you have to, your standards have to be realistic, and people can't, you know what I mean? So I was just like, okay, maybe I am being a little, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I appreciate you jumping on.
Thank you.
Let's see. Your own set, exactly.
Hello.
Good.
Hi there. I have a question, but it's not about relationships, but it's about friendships. And I feel like they can be kind of similar. So I wanted to get your take and see what people are saying in the comments as well. Yeah. So basically, I have been planning a trip to Europe for the last few months, 2 weeks in August, and it's been something that I'm really excited for. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be like a really great solo trip. I told a good friend about it. And I told her like a few months ago that I was briefly planning something. And then a few weeks ago, she's like, oh, do you have any travel plans for the summer? I go, yeah, I'm going to Portugal and then I'm going to go to another country in Europe for like 2 weeks. All right. So some time passes. And then all of a sudden my friend is like, oh, I'm actually going to Europe for 3 months. I booked a whole like trip and everything. And she like made a really big announcement about it and now wants to like get together for like all of us to hang out and everything before she leaves. And I've never heard her express any interest in that before. And I'm not saying like people can't like go and travel to the same places, but a part of me kind of felt like she was trying to, I don't want to use the word upstage me because anyone can travel, but I did get like a weird like feeling about it. Like, I don't know. Pardon?
Because of the timing?
The timing, yeah, because she never if she had done this next year, I wouldn't have cared. Like, but the fact that I yeah, she's always heard me talk about like how I'm so excited to go. Like I briefly mentioned it. And then all of a sudden she confirmed that I'm going and then went and booked like a whole like big thing and is making it seem like a big deal and is now like blowing up the group chat like, oh.
So, but she's trying to like actively get everybody involved though. Like
Yes, like it's a production. It's not just like,
yeah.
oh, you know, and a part of me is like, okay, it's not a big deal. Like, but then a part of me also feels like there is like something underlyingly weird. And like when women do this, they've done this to me before and it usually ends in like some sort of resentment. Like it's bigger than that, just that. But then it's also could not be that deep. And I know like, yeah, hers is solo too. I'm seeing what people are saying in the comments and I see both. I see both sides.
Yeah, it's two different sides for sure. For sure. What I will say is I could understand where you're coming from because of the timing of it. You mentioned going to Europe a few months ago, so on and so forth. Then this individual goes ahead and all of a sudden they're going to to the same place. But what I would definitely say, it will be a bigger red flag if that person wasn't trying to get everybody involved, if you will. You got
yeah. Like
what now? Again, you doing your solo trip, you may have your reasoning behind doing that. I could understand that for sure. But I'm also looking at what she's doing. If she booked that trip and it was just more so, well, I'm gonna go on a solo trip myself and see what you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Then I would probably be a lot more bothered by that. But if she's going out there paying her own money and she's also involving everybody else, then to me it's not as bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if y'all were already really close. It could have been one of them things, but hey, she's about to go to Europe. I'm inspired by the fact she's going to Europe. Let me go to Europe too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. And I was kind of just
out of curiosity. So are y'all going together or?
No, we're not going together. I'm going in the summer. She's going a few months after me. So like she confirmed my plans and then about 2 weeks later she told me she's doing her own like thing.
The thing about these types of scenarios though, y'all, is like you could literally it's gonna be split. You could see it both ways.
Yeah, that's why and we are pretty close and she's a good friend. I think it's just also my past issues I've had with people, but I just wanted to get everybody's like take on it as well. Like I'm not saying like labeling it as anything, but I'm just like, it's more like I think like the production of it, like it's like, oh, we have to hang out before I leave. And we did meet for dinner and I'm leaving in a few weeks and we talked about her whole thing the entire time. She didn't really ask.
So when she invited, when you said she invited the entire group, you're included in said group, right?
No, she didn't invite us on the trip. She invited us like to hang out before she left, like doing stuff before she left.
Okay. Now, because I think I misheard you. I thought you were saying, I thought you were saying that she planned a trip and now she was inviting everybody else. Not, I see what you're saying. I get it now, 100%. Because it wasn't even like she was inviting. 100%. That is weird.
Yeah.
100% though.
Yeah.
That is weird as hell. But even if y'all are saying that she's inspired, it's like, I get it now. That is crazy. Well,
yeah. I think I'm just gonna like try to like take a step back and understand kind of what's going on.
I mean, I think that's also just a conversation though. Like, y'all are adults, so
yeah.
This ain't high school, college. Y'all are grown. So I think it's more so like a conversation, see where it goes, be cool about it, and then
Yeah.
Yeah. So are y'all like, how long have y'all been friends? Are y'all close?
3 years.
3 years, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just kind of like, okay, but
gaslight her. I can see it though. I can definitely see it. Well, I mean, one thing I will say to y'all though, if she's coming to me about this, ideally 9 times out of 10, there's been cases before that kind of led up to her feeling the way she is now. That's what I'm saying. So what I will say to you, if you're seeing a pattern, then ideally you should cut that person off 100%.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like, maybe I'm too in my own head and I've had past issues with friends like this before. And I'm just going to kind of monitor and watch and also protect myself and like just draw some healthy boundaries and maybe not share everything closest to my heart. But still keeping it cool. Sometimes you just have to put people to like maybe a lunch friend rather than like.
Nah, just distance yourself. Absolutely. I agree.
People are saying no, cut.
No, I agree. I think that's the biggest part about it is not sharing every single thing that you do with certain people. 100%, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. And the comments are helping because I'm like, I was like really confused. I'm like, maybe I'm paranoid. Maybe it's like, but I just wanted like I needed another perspective because in gut, I was feeling something is off.
No, for sure. Well, I appreciate you hopping on. All right,
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye.
Real nah, I ain't gonna lie. Let's see. Let's get Josh up here, man. Now there are people who are with Josh. What's the word? Can you hear me, Josh? No. Okay. Damn. I definitely would have loved that conversation. Stephanie's no longer here. Let's get Destiny in here. Yeah, Destiny, what's the word?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing all right, man. What's going on?
Wait, please. Dude, I kept telling him in the chat, I was like, oh, I want to request. But I was like, dude, the comments
we here now, man. Come on, we here. What's the word?
Okay, does it have to be, are we talking about like stuff about just random stuff, or what are we looking at?
It has to be a current, like, relevant relationship question. Like, it could be a scenario that you're going through, so on and so forth.
Oh, it has to be relevant? Oh, fuck. What if it was like 2 years ago?
Well, it's not relevant anymore. You probably moved on already.
I wouldn't say necessarily. Can I just say it anyway?
Break it down if it is. I'm here. I'm all ears.
So, and then I don't know, maybe the people in the comments can give me their opinion on it. So I would say like 2 years ago, me and these 3 friends that low-key like we're kind of having like issues now with our friendship, but that's another story. Long story short, we went out for my birthday dinner, and then I kept saying like I want to go home after dinner, like I'm tired, I'm exhausted, this and that. But we all drove in my friend's car to the restaurant, and then long story short, 3 of my friends, like they had left me and one of my friends in the car for an hour so they can go to the club on my birthday, even though I kept saying like I wanted to go home, this and that.
Why didn't they just take you out home?
Exactly.
The hell?
Exactly. And I feel like ever since then, like I've been feeling like kind of like different towards them. And then when I brought it to their attention, like when we talked about it like the day after, I just feel like they kept giving me like half-ass apologies, but not like.
So why didn't you get a Uber home at that point?
I feel like I have had different people telling me like, oh, don't sit in the car, why didn't you just go home? Because we took my friend's car to the restaurant, and it was like an hour away from where I live, and my car was at her house.
There we go. That Uber would have been crazy.
But also, it's my birthday. Why the fuck am I, excuse my language,
No,
why
for
the
sure.
fuck am I gonna like get an Uber? Like, why are you leaving me in the car so you can go to the club on my birthday? Whose birthday is it?
For sure. I fully agree. But you're still cool with them now?
I would say not. We're kind of like, it's not. It's not. I don't know how to explain like our friendship.
Because I'm being real. That's a non-negotiable. Hey, listen, especially when it comes to birthdays, I know people that would have cut them clean off. Like, clean off. No ifs, ands, or buts. Especially when it comes to your birthday, though.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That is wild. They literally made your birthday about them. Literally.
And I feel bad because a lot of people are like, well, why are you still holding a grudge on it? This happened 2 years ago. You guys talked about it. You moved on. It's not that I'm holding a grudge on it. It's more just like, I just cannot believe that like that's what happened. But I feel like ever since then, like other crap has been happening. And
I'm
I just
surprised.
feel like
If they were willing to do that, I listen. The thing about it is I know people like that though. So that just the leaving you in the car by yourself to go out to the club. Bella,
I wasn't in the car by myself. It was me and my other friend because she didn't want to go to the club either. But 3 of my friends did.
Either way, it still holds the same way. 2 women in the car by themselves while they're at the club. No.
Yes.
That right there, it would have been over with.
And then I low-key have another question, and then I'll let you go. I don't want to waste your time. So, where do you live? In California?
No, I live in Atlanta.
Oh, I used to live there, actually.
Oh, that's cool. What's going on?
So I don't know. I don't know if you're familiar with how it is in Arizona. This is just my personal opinion. I don't know. I'm 25 years old and I go out like every once in a while, like with my friends and stuff. I don't know if you're familiar with like country dancing. I would say it's predominantly like a white activity. And yes, I am half white, half black. But like, I don't know. It's something I love to do. But I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I do not really like get approached, and I'm super nice, super loving, super bubbly, like super sweet. But for me, it's like, I don't know, like I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Do you guys not like black girls? I genuinely feel like Arizona does suck low key to be.
I've actually heard about that when it comes to that. That's crazy. That's specific. That's crazy. You just had a conversation about that recently, about Arizona and what comes with it. That's crazy. Go ahead though.
No, I feel like that's pretty much like what I was gonna say. I was like, oh, I was wondering if you had like any advice on like if I should be doing something different. Should I go somewhere different?
I mean, it just sounds like a go somewhere different issue. I don't really. There's not much that I can't give too much advice on potentially racist people. But I mean, it could also seriously, because that's what I'm telling you, it could be that.
People in the comments said go to the club. Girl, I don't like the club. Hence why my friends went to the club on my birthday, even though I said I wanted to go home.
Everything isn't about you, man. What is wrong with this dog? Like, what is wrong with her?
Go on Tinder, girl. I don't like dating apps. I'm also a 25-year-old virgin, so that doesn't help my case.
That's it. You. First of all, that's great. I commend you. But also, just be patient, though, man. The right person will come around. You don't have to go anywhere to find somebody.
Yeah,
like, doing what you're doing at the end of the day, and if the right person is there, though, you'll see it. Simple. All right.
You're right.
All right, Destiny. Appreciate you coming on, man.
Thank you. Bye.
Y'all leave Destiny alone, man. She'll be all right. Yo, see, why you coming at her though? Yeah.
I can't hear you. What'd you say?
What's going on?
Yeah, this one right here.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Nah, she got motion sickness. I want her to throw up in your car.
Huh? She gets motion sickness. I want her to throw up in your car. Anyways. I'm just gonna keep going, bro. Let's see. Motion sickness from a car is insane. Gotta be a dog. Got to be. Key, what's the word, man?
Yo, what's up?
What's goody?
Okay, I don't know if you remember. The last time I came on here. I think it was like a week ago. Was it a week ago? It was like I think it was like a week ago. Okay, so still, I'm talking to like the two like same people. They both know that I'm talking to different people, right?
Are you the one with the roster?
It's not even a roster, twin. It's like two people. It's two people.
Didn't I tell you to stop talking to these niggas?
No. You don't understand. You don't get it. We all have needs, okay? We all have needs.
And what's your needs, Key?
My excuse me. More like, sometimes you just kind of got to get what you need from one person. You go back, you handle your business, right? And then someone else you just talk to, you get to know them and see where it goes. Like,
wait, hold on. So so the reason why you need multiple people, right?
I don't
is because you want the physical connection from one and then more of an emotional connection from the other?
No.
That's what it sounds like. I mean, we can just keep, yeah.
Oh, I was gonna let me elaborate a little bit. for this one person, after I handled whatever it was I was going to handle with that person, I was going to cut them off and I was going to focus on the other person.
Can you tell me what you were handling?
I'm not about to go into details, but like, you know, it's been 2 years, right? I haven't got nothing. You feel me?
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and get something. I'm gonna cut it off.
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm just saying. But then
we grown. Who am I to judge?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And that's literally what it is. But I'm a listen. I'm listening to your advice. It's just it's literally after this is gonna be over with.
Good.
But the person that I'm like actually more like, I would say more in tune with, like emotionally and like just like having like a good laugh and stuff like that. Okay, I tell me. I do have a question to see if you might know, like, if I have like an anxious like attachment type of thing, or like a avoidant or something or whatever. Oh yeah, no, for real. I literally just got tested like today. I'm not even joking.
Key.
But
I'm being so serious when I say this. This has nothing to do with your attachment style.
No, I'm not talking about that. I literally didn't get to the point. I like was
didn't speak. Don't read the comments. Don't read the comments and speak.
Oh, okay, my bad. I apologize. I'm like, okay, so the person that I'm speaking to, we're going to go to the movies on Sunday. The night before, I had texted him because I wanted to confirm what time he was coming over for the movies or whatever. And I think I just like got really impatient or something because he didn't respond. And I know he's like a really like he handles business or whatever. So Sunday comes around, I wake up around 10. I didn't get like a text. I got so irritated. I ended up blocking him. He calls I think 30 minutes later he calls me on like my other phone. He was like, what happened? I thought we were still on for today. And I explained to him like I felt like you didn't really respond to me or whatever else. I was like, damn, I think this nigga just ghosted me. Like, I'm like, damn, I don't even want to be played with like that. It's like, if you just be honest with me, you feel me? And like, he was like, no, like, I'm just a busy person. Like, I'm not really going to be on the phone like that all the time. And I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. My apologies.
Wait, just so I'm sure. This is the person that you're physically involved with?
No, this is no.
The
not the person I'm physically involved with.
The emotional.
Yeah, he's the one who's helping me with like, he's giving me like sound advice when it comes to going to pursue a higher education and stuff because I'm in college. Like, you know, just handling business type stuff.
And how old is he?
Like, actually, he's 27.
How old are you again?
I'm 22.
If I'm being 100% honest with you, take this advice and run with it. The guys that you're speaking to have no romantic interest in you. They just see that you're naive and vulnerable. Okay?
I mean,
just hear me out. Hear me out for 2 seconds.
Okay.
They see that you're younger, naive, and vulnerable, and they're taking advantage of it. That's all that's happening. These people have no, and they're not pursuing you on that level, if you will. So, and I understand, like you said, you have your needs, so on and so forth. You want, but at the end of the day, you have to pick and choose who you associate with. Okay?
Well, yeah, most definitely.
They're hooping exactly, Chris. I don't know, man. But all right, keep jumping on.
No, hold on. You still talking about something? I'm not gonna listen. Man, look, you don't gotta tell me. You don't gotta tell me 3 times. Shit, I got you. I appreciate it.
Well, I can't keep my. I could only do. Actually, I can't even do anymore. I gotta go downstairs, bro. My peoples are here. Oh my gosh, yo, what do y'all think? Y'all think I should start extending these lives to 9 o'clock? What y'all think? Man? 9 o'clock? I gotta get my peoples downstairs. 9:30. What y'all saying, man? Do a little, 3, maybe 4 hours. Yeah, because I was inching towards it already. Because I only go live 3 times a week, so it doesn't really, you know what I'm saying? I shouldn't hurt to go at least an extra hour. Monday through Wednesday, no, that's a fact. Yeah, I was a little late today too. Normally I would stay on a little bit longer, but I do gotta go get my people. I promise I'll get them. So, but it's possible too. No, I can do this. I could not do this from 6 to 10. I would lose my mind. I promise you, I would. I've only extended it to 3 hours because I've gotten immune to it a little bit, but yeah, 4 hours is crazy. All right, man. I know what time it is. I go live Monday through Wednesday, man. If make sure y'all come see me if I don't pop up on your For You page. Drop a comment so that I can pop up on your For You page. Drop your favorite color, anything. Because when you comment on lives, usually it'll pop up. So, if y'all like the live, make sure y'all engage, y'all like, y'all follow.